morning. Why the mind cannot catch moksha? It looks it would be more easy, which is not true. You see, moksha is not an attainment. If one tries to see why he cannot exactly know, because there is none there. And the mind knows only frustration of non-attaining something or attainment. So once for all, he has to try to admit, to surrender to that fact. And why moksha is so treasurable, because it looks like when we have a moment of nobody there, there is a natural no need of anything. It's enough empty and it's enough full. Now, if you want to continue in that direction, welcome. So all those experiences, I got it, I lost it, it's only the talks of the mind. There is nothing real there. Just see that. And then you may not need even your seeing. But first see that. That's all. It's a bit too long, but Ganges Mahamudra by Tilopa. But it's too long to tell in Satsang. So maybe by chance I just take one. Just one, like that. Beyond any frame of reference, mind is naturally clear. Isn't it that in that vocabulary, mind means, I guess, what we cannot name, no?
Yeah, mind with a big M.
Yeah, but it's small M, but beyond any frame of reference, let's say, the self is naturally clear. Where there is no path, you begin the path of awakening. Where there is nothing to work on, you come to the deepest awakening. The self-mind here. without projection is Mahamudra. So do her names, but train and develop this, and you will come to the deepest awakening. Mind without projection is no more mind, that's why they call it Mahamudra. You don't see Mahamudra's sheer clarity by means of classical text or philosophical systems, whether of the mantra paramitas, Vinaya sutras or other collections. Anyway, the essential is always the same. Some are in a classical lineage, some are independent, but whatever is expressed doesn't belong to any classical tradition or independent rebellion. It's free. So we know, we trust, or we know that as it is your own nature, what you search, it's there even before you have the idea of that. And yet, when there is a search, even hearing this, it's a compassion to help in this jungle of the mind. And the help here is to always to clear up the confusion, to, what does it mean? It means to empty the mind, dropping all the concepts we believe in, and automatically to go back to the owner of those concepts, to eventually question the owner, I, the rising I. That's what happens to all of us, I guess, with exceptions. Some people just burn the journey and the steps at once. I'm not one of those who understand that there is a illusory journey, but yet before it becomes your fact, you still have to make your journey. And in that strange journey, again and again it is repeated, you already are that, don't search. But you see, the mind has to get clearer and clearer with understanding, to be able in the end to also have no reference of understanding. Let it be the clearest one. That's it. So, how do you? If you want to hear something more, you ask me. If you have a doubt, which may not appear now, but then it's in a drawer, you take it out. If you have a conviction, let's see if it remains. Can I have a chai, please? Or if you have a text you love, we can share. You can share it with me. Of course, never forgetting that silence is also the talk of what you are. Yeah. There is a mic somewhere. Thank you.
To answer the invitation, there is a text I love by Nisargadatta Maharaj. It says, God is only an idea in your mind. The fact is you. The only thing you know for sure is, here and now, I am. Remove the here and now, the I am remains unassailable. The world exists in memory. Memory comes into consciousness. Consciousness exists in awareness. And awareness is the reflection of the light on the waters of existence.
Oh my God. You must have taken too much chai. Thank you. Which will be the case now with me. Oh, thank you. Okay.
You asked for it.
What? Yeah, I asked for it, sure. I laugh, no?
So this is in I am that.
Sorry? This is what?
In the book, I am that.
The book is in an I am.
What is the role of fear in the creation of love?
It doesn't go together, huh? Love and fear. It's one after another, maybe. Why do you put them together? So I just suggest just stay with love. Love is the most difficult in the realm of descriptions to describe, you see. It is banalized. The word is banalized. I love you after every hello, hello, are you well? Yeah, I love you. It's banalized, sure. It is also not banalized, depends on the experience. But if you investigate a bit, you see that it's always, when it's not banalized, it's always a moment of non-separation. It can be an experience, and then you want to repeat that, of course. Or it can be the best expression you tell about something you cannot describe. Voilà. Ah.
Hi.
Hi.
It looks to me like human beings become equipped with self-equipped with a kind of moksha. Every night we go to sleep,
Yeah.
where we become absent of mind, yet we are there.
The mind sleeps, yeah.
It's also interesting which was the word awakening. To that self-realization, it looks like we are sleepy right now.
We are not sleeping for the world, but we are sleeping about our true nature. You see? Yeah, because we place ourselves in states. Waking state, dreaming state, deep, deep sleep states. So in that way, yeah, awakening is quite a nice word. Yeah. They don't say awakening, which would be in the waking state. So, what was the question?
My question is if that state of mind, or if that state of mindless, of moksha, is something similar to sleep, or is in a way very different.
Yeah, there are full Upanishads about this, and I think they will speak better than me. But I don't see connection actually between states and moksha. Often I heard the proof that there is awareness, moksha, is that when you wake up, you can say, oh, I had a good sleep. So who is telling that? Who has that experience? For me, it doesn't show much actually.
What about altered states of consciousness?
Alter state?
Altered
Yeah.
states of consciousness, either by drugs or by meditation.
They are just altered.
Is still a state of
Of course, it's still in the mind.
Still in the mind.
I call it, I don't know, but it's a question of word, in the consciousness, because it's not the personal mind, it's a vast mind, so I call it consciousness, for example. So there are extremely infinite levels of mind, you see, that you can jump in, and you can even meet the gods, Indian gods and saints, and at once you just jump, and then you fall back to your ordinary state of mind. And the substances generally opens other states we don't contact, but which are all there. Huh? The imagination is absolutely infinite. But I wanted to go back to that sleep state. We always speak of things in the waking state or dream state. So it's already altered, since you said altered information. There isn't, as we, it's a description, we say moksha, there is nobody there. So really there is nobody there. It's here, it's the nature, it's here. All the beings participate to it. But it will not, it is self-effulgent. It doesn't need any means to be. So it doesn't mean a sublime mind to be. In that way, as I say, it's always available when you are not busy with altered levels of consciousness even. So we can imagine that it is there when one sleeps too, but you see, it doesn't help much to help you to be freed. Doesn't help.
Because like
You
said,
will never be freed in the sleeping state.
yeah, because like you said, it would be much easier for us to perceive with the mind, right?
But it's the mind who wants to perceive, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it is the mind which will be enlightened to know, oh no, I know myself. But it is only in the waking state and in the dream state. But because of that, this enlightened mind has the wisdom to also give this enlightenment a break. One has to see what will die, you see. What will die? Everything we acquire will die. Will go. It has to go, otherwise we don't die, because everything has to go, even your beloved you love so much, which is touching you on the bed. You have to forget her to sleep. Isn't it? Isn't it? Dare to say yes. She does the same. So, to sleep, to really sleep, you have not to bring anything with you. So it is the same with enlightened mind. You will not die with an enlightened mind. It will stay behind, floating somewhere. So, what we say awakening is that which remains when all those things are floating somewhere. I don't know if I am clear at all. It doesn't matter. It comes this way today. I didn't hear. Ah, it's gone. Okay.
I was saying that it's very clear without being completely clear.
Yeah, perfect. But I can ask Miguel about, do you know by heart this the Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, who speak of sleep state? Could you tell one shloka or not?
I don't have it by heart.
Okay. It's okay.
But it's well, it's all those.
Okay. It doesn't work. The mic doesn't work. Okay, you just speak loudly.
Okay. All those are to be, all those states.
Yeah.
They are all to be negated.
Yeah.
It's to show that it is there in all of them, and it's independent of all of them.
Voilà.
So in the end it will say Nantar Prajnaha, not consciousness inside. This is the Upanishad.
Yeah.
Nambahish Prajnaha, not the consciousness outside. No Vayata Prajnaha, not inside, not outside.
Mm-hmm.
Na Prajnaha means not when it is unconscious.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Na Prajnaha, not conscious of something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they call it Turiya.
Yeah.
So that's which it's immanent to all of them, but transcends all of them.
Yeah. But you see, that's why, in the end, when you are somehow clear enough, if you really want to I wanted to say, as usual, to realize, but it's not that somebody has to realize. If you want that, this is self-effulgent, let's say like that, all what is expressed you have not to listen to your mind. And states are in the mind. Now you see, it's the mind which sleeps also. It's the mind which sleeps. So you cannot refer to any example given by the mind or produced by the mind. When you have something you want. Yes,
Hi. In some way you already answered to my question, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Yeah.
So, last year you asked me if I was happy, and I answered that sometimes relationships are a source of sadness in my life.
Yeah.
And you said to me to spend time alone in silence.
Really, I did that?
Yes. You said that to me. So during this year, I spent a lot of time alone in silence.
Okay.
And I realized that my mind never stops talking. It talks all the time, all the time.
Yes, we spend our life thinking,
Yeah.
jumping. Oh yes, sure. Very good you see that.
Okay. And in the last Satsang,
Yeah.
in
Friday.
Friday, you told something that I was thinking of that. You said that we deserve some moments of freedom from our mind and from our thoughts.
Mm.
So I realized that I'm not free because my mind talks all the time. And
But you see that.
yes,
Ah,
yes.
what is
I
this
saw that.
moment? When you see that, what is this moment?
Every time I am in silence and trying to concentrate in my breathing or in some word or
That's not
something.
silence.
Yes. I think I am doing something wrong.
No, you just live as a human being. There is nothing wrong to live as a human being.
Yeah, but I think I'm not able to not listening to my mind. I'm not able to also
This is
invest-
your conviction. That's why you are not able. Of course you are
It was
able.
my experience during all these years.
No. Your experience during all these years is first of all to be a bit clear about the subject.
Yes.
To clear up the jungle.
Yes.
It looks like a jungle. Okay.
Mhm.
So, once it's a bit clearer, you start to see, oh yeah, that's true. I am always busy with the mind. Let it be even for looking like innocent things, but it's always busy. Okay. But now it's a good time maybe to ask, but who feels busy? Who is jumping?
The mind.
Yeah, but the mind has a root. So who is jumping?
Yeah.
Not yes. Who is jumping?
The mind is jumping. And
Who says the
can
mind?
see-
Who says the mind?
Me.
No. Who says the mind? Me is a loop again. Who says me then?
My consciousness?
No.
It seems like there is
No, but it's
another
very
me.
important. We cannot go farther if this answer is not given. It's a very simple answer. Can you say, utter anything without I? I see me. I see the mind. I speak of consciousness. I. And some people are so clever, they say, never anymore say I, you say they, or you just start immediately here, or listen. Bullshit. Say I. It is I who say, I who can see, I who experiences. Yeah? Okay.
Okay, I.
Okay. Yes,
My
I.
mind jumping.
I. So when you, now it's an understanding. When you go to I alone, because I is not alone. I, what does it mean? I, you, as I see. My body, my mind, my particular search, my environment, all that, roles. Yeah?
Mhm.
So this I, the root of this expansion of the creation, this I, you can question it. You can question it. I will question I. That's a loop which is now not like this or not like this, like this. I, who am I? Who am I? And it is not to continue the vicious circle of a loop, it is to go to the direction of the question. Who am I? And you remain where I disappears. Okay.
I think I was searching for something.
Okay, good, you know. Now you know why you are not successful. So do that again and again, whenever, wherever, and you will see. Very good. Very good you were alone and seeing all that. You see? Now you can be whatever you want. But, whatever you live, but dedicate at least a moment to this. Okay. Yes, please.
First, I want to thank you. Last week I was here, I asked you some questions.
I remember very well.
And when I went home, surprisingly, I went through some very difficult processes. I was thinking a lot, and I recognized my own ignorance. So for this, I thank you. And today I have some new questions. So one of the questions related to what you said, the I. Actually, isn't it like everybody saying you should not have an ego or have a smaller ego? Because I actually suffer from my ego, and I don't know how to surrender.
Yeah, do you know the ego is another name for I? So it becomes complicated. I just say I. The rising I, you see, it's easier. So what was the question?
How to have a smaller ego?
No, smaller I will not. No, I will not give you the clue for a smaller ego. It's to delay incarnations. Smaller and smaller and smaller. Don't run after such a small thing. Be freed to believe that you are only, I am somebody.
But what if you cannot surrender even in front of something really big?
You cannot surrender, and what was after that?
To something which is obviously way bigger than you, and you're still fighting.
First of all, don't make an image of where it leads you. We don't know if it is big, small. We don't care about that. It has no measurements. So how? Don't catch a how. What happens?
Can you say it again?
I wanted to show you that one believes that a jumping something, say it again, or how, or why, or if, or but we solve our anxiety or our deep frustration or separateness feelings and so on. It will not be through the mind. Because you agree that these are a rising movement. Or this, that, whatever consideration is there. It's called the mind. It's a movement. And then generally, what we do in the world, we follow the movement and all, which is okay for the world, of course. But here is not a question of being well or not in the world. It's a question of, but who am I in reality? From where this world came from? If it is not your question, it's okay. So you solve your own thing. There are so many things offered. But if in the end you see that, after all, I always come back to this feeling, it's not enough to attain anything. It looks even that. So I feel separate, and that feeling of separation is an illusion, because one believes so much I is real. So that's why it is really allowed to question, but who am I? Who am I? And the answer, if you have any answer, it's the mind. So the answer will not appear. The answer will not appear. If it appears, it's the mind, not that. The answer will not appear. Keep quiet there.
I heard this I could be something
Didn't
which
do
is
it. You didn't do it. I was doing with you. Okay, what?
I heard the answer of I could be like the mind or something which is observing.
I told you, don't land on answers, which will be the mind. What the mind knows of from where it comes from. The mind looks like a vessel, but in the space, no? So the vessel wants to speak of the space. What is this? What an arrogance! We cannot, huh? So the answer is where what? Where you don't land on an answer.
My second question is actually related to well, allowed to ask more questions.
You know what? You jump, but for some reason, what you left behind on the bank of the river, he's hooking you like a fisherman. He hooks you before you plunge. Okay. What has it? I didn't hear your question.
So the second question is related to the separateness, because this concept of others bothers me a lot. And I mean, the philosopher Satsang also said hell is others. And I heard theorists saying, this is the oneness, and I heard people could experience it. I didn't experience it yet. So I wonder how to deal with this thing, the separateness.
I think, but you have to trust me, that no experiences and no fantastic answers, including the answers of oneness, will stop you asking questions. You feed I again. What oneness? Who knows what oneness? You know what? Those who speak of oneness, they may, for a split second, they may have a glimpse, I call a glimpse, a moment of not hooking at the mind. But you see, you cannot stop the creation of yourself. So it will appear again. They catch it. Why? Because they didn't hear, don't land, don't catch. Keep quiet where you are left, at least for a moment, so that you see what it is meant by creation, by the mind. And then, of course, if they have the first rising thought is, oh, I experience oneness. It looks wonderful because before it was all the time two-ness. Suddenly, of course, it's a big revelation, another layer in consciousness of oneness. But again, it will go. They will start to teach truth is oneness, or they want to repeat the oneness because it's not always there. They are fact. Don't believe it's oneness. It is said it's not two. It's not said one, not two. That much the mind can say, because the mind is dual, is two. And he will learn it's not two. Okay? And the conclusion of the mind is, oh, so it's one. No conclusion. Remain with not two. It's not this, it's not that. And then let's see. So don't be impressed by the experiences of others. Good for them, maybe not good for you. Depends on what you want.
My third and last question.
No, it will never be the last.
But that's why I asked this question. Because in order not to ask questions, maybe to have my own experience, I heard people have experience, just direct experience, and you had it with your master.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a direct experience now?
I don't know. It's not up to me. What depends on me is to tell you now, question who is asking the question. That's all I can tell you. And remain with what's left.
Thank you, I already have the direct experience.
So don't make it an experience, that's all. Hi.
So, I wonder if, for example, if I work as a dance therapist, and
As a therapist?
as a dance therapist,
Dance therapy.
I wonder, like, if I'm often still with my fear and not, like, with love, for example, or, like, in the two and not in the one, I wonder, like, can I, in the
In
past,
the two, not in the one.
like what you said before,
This is Tantra, no? Not in the one. Okay.
Okay, so the question, I wonder what to do, like, in this path in between of when I feel at peace, or I don't know how you call it, with myself. Can I in that time still, like, contribute for others, or is it like that
Forget the idea.
the idea?
Forget the idea to help.
Okay, so
Peace is contagious by itself. And continue to dance if you like. But forget about one or two. Huh?
Well, okay, wait a second. So, okay, if I have like clients coming to therapy,
Yeah.
they come with fear. And if I'm also with fear sometimes not.
But you should not have that when you are a therapist.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Then don't start. Do therapy when you are okay.
But for example, if it takes a lifetime, then I wonder, okay, how can I act in the world as long I'm not in this perfect state?
I don't know. I don't know. Try your best. But don't transmit your fear. Huh?
But then it seems for me like I need to isolate until I manage, so to say. But also from therapy, I learned like that when we are in contact and triggered maybe with fear, it's also when we learn. So I wonder how you should avoid like to transmit your fear while you're still learning, without like isolating a lifetime, for example.
I have no other remedy than to forget for a moment that you are somebody, that it be a therapist or whatever. Just give you a moment of not being anything, of not having any role, and from there receive the client. Let's see. You see, it's not, I don't think it will work less efficiently if the client comes and you base yourself as a therapist. Don't base yourself anywhere. It's not in your hand anyway. And receive the client and just respond. I don't know if it is called therapy or whatever, but it's the only way I know. You see, all human beings, let it be even not humans, everybody searches for peace, to breathe, to breathe. And before the therapies were not so known, they were going to saints. People were going to saints to breathe. So I don't think it is by fixing so much the mind and the psyche and all that which works. It is by not pretending to be anybody. That is more shining, helping. It looks like, because before people were going to those people and they didn't do therapy. But it can be, you can still do that, but maybe in a different base, on a different base. Yeah, you can give that.
I feel some activities or focus in general,
Yeah.
I would say, bring a lot of that peace.
Bring
a lot of that peace, or moments of that bliss, where you don't need nothing, you don't think nothing.
Yeah.
And sometimes I surf if I go out,
Yeah.
and there is a moment there.
Yeah.
The mind looks to work because I still keep my balance,
Instinct.
but the mind is not there anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Also.
That's why the surfers like to surf generally, for that moment.
For sure. I also golf, and the golf brings me that as well.
With a ball, it's a bit different.
It seems to. It seems to, but there is a moment there.
Yeah, maybe.
There is a moment there, also in dancing.
Especially when you win, when you see that ball going up.
I think that moment there actually comes before it.
Okay.
Comes just before.
Okay.
Also with dancing.
With
You're still
anything,
dancing,
my
but the
dear.
mind is not there many times.
Anything can provoke that moment. But you know, generally, one doesn't know that it is a moment so cherishable because there is, actually, it's not caused by that. It looks like it is caused. But the happiness is when there is no cause.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm happy for you. It can come anywhere, anything. Yeah.
But don't you think it comes a lot from activities or from no activities, like meditation? It looks like a no activity, but it looks like it comes from when you're focusing on something, when you're not distracted with something else. Or is this still a trick of the mind?
To be freed from the mind, you should not focus with the mind, but I don't know. Don't question it. If it happens to you, it happens to you. I mean, if there was a method, I think the Buddhas would have already claimed, look, do that and then you are enlightened. It doesn't work like this. So,
is not meditation a claim for that, or that through meditation you can achieve it?
Meditation, of course, has one beautiful effect, is at least you are not always busy with objects. Okay? Now you go inside, inner objects maybe, but you learn to be more intimate. But then there is one problem, is the meditator. What are you doing with that meditator? Huh? But apart from that, it's quite good. But once you know there is a meditator, it becomes an object also, isn't it? Once you know, I am a meditator, or I did that because I am a meditator, I meditated for that. So you are a meditator. But then you know it now. So that I am a meditator becomes an object. So keep quiet with what remains. So it's not true concentration, I would say. In the world, with concentration, you can attain a lot of things. That's true. Here, you have to let go.
Yeah.
Totally.
I just want to share, that don't know you a long time. It seems forever, whatever it means. You laugh a lot. You laugh a lot.
I was born like that.
Yes.
It's not the result of anything.
And then, we had this moment of a very, of you reading this part of the I Am That book.
Yeah.
And then we just laughed, all of us.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
So it seems that this moment of laughing is just a little bit also freeing up the mind.
You cannot laugh if you are busy with the mind. You cannot laugh.
The true laugh is just...
You cannot laugh. It's one of those moments. But of course we attribute often to something. This is the good.
Can I?
Of
Thank you.
course.
Sorry for my question.
It's
A
okay.
bit nervous. When we all drop the I and we achieve moksha.
All of us, we drop the I. Oh, we are in Satvaloka. Thank you.
When I started studying it, and it was something that was in my mind,
Yeah.
and now I don't know.
Attends, wait. What was in your mind?
This the question that I will still
Okay,
pose. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
pose it
okay.
yet. Now I don't think a lot because, nevertheless it's here and sometimes it comes. So that's.
But
why
what comes and what is here? I want to
what
be
is
precise.
if we suppose that we all, humanity, achieved moksha, why we are here? Why we have this samsara? What is?
Because it's the proof that all humanity still search, yet they are free by nature. When you are born, you know, what is born? What is born? Not only a body, it's a body-mind. Huh? So what does it mean, a mind which is born? It's a luggage full of whatever. Huh? And generally that is fulfilled or challenged in a personal life till one dies. But the beauty is that even having been born with a luggage, otherwise you are not born, you can be freed from the belief that you are bound by the luggage. And then the whole world is freed. Yeah. If you are bound, the whole world is bound, with some ideals here and there, exceptions. And those exceptions is a concept you have of, so it's not even. So what remains then? What remains with you? What question remains? No.
It's okay. I will stay with what you just mentioned. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. Never make it a something. And then, very nice.
My question is...
Where are you? Ah.
Connecting to the heart and to the soul is like soothing, like a medicine. Like, yeah. I wonder how can I take this to things that have to be done, like duties. I really feel like I cannot do duties when I don't feel like there is a purpose behind it, and yet at the same time I don't feel like I have ever experienced doing something with a real sense of purpose while doing it. Like I'm just always searching, but at the same time, I feel like my eye always wants to know what's my purpose, and I have such a hard time to do things, whatever it is, with just the state of not knowing. It's like I'm always searching, and it's like this.
You know what? I
Yeah.
listen to you. I don't understand, but maybe I can tell you. To me, it looks quite a jungle. No, it's not mocking. It's just like there is a lot told here and there. And, okay, so when there is a jungle of the mind, one is not happy. One searches, as you say. So try now to have a machete. You know what is machete? This big knife. Not to hurt anybody, but to make a path, which actually is a no path. But as you believe you are in the jungle, as you feel you are in the jungle, go back home. Don't be lost in the jungle. Go back home, where I, who is in the jungle, where you could find I slowly. I. Even if it is the root of all discretion, at least go there. Every time you do something, you ask a question, you can say, okay, who is feeling that? I. You may reply, I. Then you go back always at least somewhere in you. And then you will see. You may have other questions. You may see more clearly.
But it feels like in the moment where I am in that state of searching and restlessness.
Yeah, but searching what? You don't know yet what you search.
I don't know what I'm searching.
Exactly,
but it's
that's
a very
what I
strong
say.
feeling.
That's what I say. At least have a tool. Have a tool. Could it be to always see, oh, I experience. I don't know yet. I. And then you will see in the end, oh, I identify with I. So at least there is a point somewhere in you which is stable. It's too much jungle.
Yeah.
Okay?
And sometimes it even feels like it becomes more jungle when I
Okay,
start
so tell me,
questioning or start
who says that? Who says that?
I.
And always keep a moment quite there. And then again it will, and then do like this. Up, 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 like breathing. After all, find your home. Or repeat a mantra. Something. You have to help you with something. You have to have a base. Will you? Or you still doubt and will search something else?
Yeah, if I don't have that base yet, I just try out different things. That base you were talking about, like for example, repeating a mantra or something that connects me to my home. If I have not found that yet.
Yeah, but just now you start.
Yeah. And the moment when I'm left with myself, I feel like it's just the voices in the jungle becomes.
But that's why I say, instead of listening the voices, listen to the mantra, for example. It's very good.
Yeah.
Om, 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 om. Chalo. Yeah. At least try that. At least give 3 days trying that. And then you see. You say yes or no. Will you do it or no?
Yes, I will do it.
Okay, at least 3 days. And then we see. Yeah? Okay.
Thank you.
It's not so much of a question, but yesterday on the beach someone asked for confirmation, and you said be careful with confirmation because then it becomes knowledge.
Yeah.
And or it is a knowledge, and then I was thinking in myself that sometimes it's also a moment of seeing that you see something in yourself, and it's nice to have it confirmed with someone. And then this morning you said that no, you said you need to see what can die. And then I see that even these moments where I can see something, although it is a revelation or something that you see clearly in the mind,
The
it can also go.
revelation is revelation because it's not born? Or can it die? The revelation that you try to express is not born. That will never die. Keep quiet there. And you see, express. And the confirmation I will never give, because in expressing you are auto what? Confirmed. Self-confirmed. I participate to that same. There is nobody else confirming. Tell. Quick.
No, I think I experienced the opposite of what you're saying, that I see that even this moment where something is clearly seen, that
Okay.
this seeing, because you asked
The scene,
what can,
let go the scene.
Yeah, because you asked to look what can die, and I see that even these moments where you suddenly see something, that it can also
Yes,
die.
because it was not there before,
No,
so it will die. But from where this scene has been rising, that is unborn.
Yes.
Good.
It's just so strange because for all these years I had the feeling that I have to see something to
Forget it.
yeah.
Yes,
it is
forget it. Very good.
useless.
Very good. Excellent. But you needed that to be able to say ciao. Huh? Excellent. I'm very happy.
You can absolutely not see.
emotions, or whatever. The I.
A little
The
more.
I you talk about.
Okay, let's.
That sees.
I will talk. What?
The I that sees.
Mm.
It's it's nothing to do with the I.
Nothing to do with.
The I that experience and feel everything.
Ah. No, it has nothing to do. But yet it's I, no? Who sees?
I mean, I had this the other night. I went to bed, and there
Yeah.
was this extreme. I wanted to be rid of looking at the mind.
Yeah.
It just happened like naturally, and then somehow I managed. I don't know to drop it.
Yeah.
And there was just half a breath of extreme. What to call it? Fulfillment.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the mind comes back like a dragon. And,
Yeah, the dragon was already in the experience of fulfillment.
Yes. So all night was.
But you know it.
Yeah.
You see, if you know it, there is no dragon.
No. That's why I say this knower, to know it, it's nothing, it's not, as you say, there's no answer to who am I.
What?
I mean, there's something in me who wants, the mind wants to be free of the mind or whatever. The personal I wants to be free of the mind and wants to just be free. But that's still in the mind.
Why don't you see that you are already freed from the mind? It's only because you consider what is seen as a trap, as the mind. Otherwise, you see, just know that whatever happens, even, oh, now I'm free, or I'm fulfilled, or it's that, there is absolutely nothing wrong. What would be wrong is that you land there. Because you could express this or see that because you were not landing there the moment before.
But there is still a hook, that's why I want to be...
And what is the hook?
Like what you just said, that I...
Okay. Ah, okay.
That I don't see I'm free. I mean, there's still a hook for this fulfillment that happened for half a second.
Okay, then you know it. You will not be happy hooking at it.
Sure.
Yeah. You know this. You deeply know this.
As long as there's a hook, I don't know. I cannot say I know 100%. Then the hook would unhook, I feel. No?
No.
Huh?
No. Don't trouble yourself.
So you always speak of the one who sees. You see. You always say you see that, so you are not there.
But you see all those words, seeing, realizing and all, they are limited words. What to do? Huh?
The seer is unpersonal. It's not me as a person.
Okay, very good. But it became already an expression.
Mm-hmm.
But very good. So don't do anything with that. You cannot help to express this way. It gives you even happiness, but the happiness is from where this could be expressed. And that's what is. So just see that any expression, anything which is revealed or seen or experienced is an expression of what you are. And what you are, you dedicate so much incarnations to just see that, to just be that. So treasure that. Treasure it, and once for all know everything else is an expression of it. You will not be fulfilled by following any expression. It comes from fulfillment. That's why my master said those words, which I take for myself. Don't make it a something. And a something is not only objective, it can be totally spiritual experiences. It's awareness, it's that, it's freedom, it's all that. You can't help to say those things, but don't be deluded. It's an expression. And the beauty, it's that it's a pristine expression from where you always are. Still an expression. So don't make it a something. And a something will automatically anyway show up. But you are no more fooled by it.
Yeah, I agree.
May I?
Yeah, please. Why don't you say I?
Because it's we.
No. Okay.
Here we speak of the mind as a negative thing. As
I didn't
negative.
find it, but...
It sounds me. We
Okay.
speak of the mind as a negative thing.
Okay.
And but the mind has very good capacities. You know, it helps us to solve problems.
You don't give me examples. I know very well.
So I ask what really means to be free from the mind, because
Nothing.
sometimes I think I don't
Nothing.
want to be.
If you don't search for it, nothing.
Okay.
You see, you go to the doctor only if you have a disease. The disease of the mind is Satsang, is the doctor for the disease of the mind. If you don't have that disease, don't come. Don't go to the doctor. Why should you go? No obligation. Okay? No obligation. It's only when you cannot do otherwise that you come to satsang. Yes?
Why is it so hard, this journey? We talked about before.
Because, we have been trusting the mind, and suddenly that trust is put into question. So we have invested so much in the power and whatever the mind tells that we never could even imagine that maybe there was another way to live or to be or what's what. But it's only an impression that it's difficult, I tell you. Because I am sure every day, or at least it happens, that you are freed from your mind, even if you, just a moment you are happy looking at the sunset or at you, whatever. You know those moments, but you don't know what it is. You don't know the value of it. Yeah, you know the value in giving a cause, or I have to go again tomorrow to the sunset so that I feel the same, and suddenly you don't feel the same. Because the mind has been busy with something. That's it. Have a beautiful day.